goal was, with this game, was to attempt to try multi-projection with multiple laser projectors together. And so what that is, what we're terming multi-projection, is to have multiple laser projectors comprising a single coplanar surface or image together.
I went to Game Jam because I really like to learn new technologies. I do it for fun, and Game Jam's an excellent way to do that. This time around, I was trying to learn Python, which is a language I've been meaning to learn, and this was a perfect opportunity because I got to do it with lasers. Every year you kind of go and you make something that's on the screen, and obviously that's all games do that. But this year I had the cool opportunity to do something with lasers. One of the things that we did for the game engine itself was implementing threading in Python, which is interesting because we found out that the threads are kind of not real. They are just on the same process, they just act like separate threads. Which was interesting because it gave me an insight into how the language works as an interpreted language. And then we found out a way to circumvent that with actual processes, which is cool because now we actually have real threads running as separate processes instead of fake threads, which is very important when you're doing like lots of calculations like we're doing with the lasers. The game design is pretty much the same programming wise. Usually you have a game loop that consists of an update loop and a draw loop, which is the case here. Obviously we have a pretty special draw loop. That was pretty much the same, except I got to do it in Python, which was a new language, and then the draw loop added an additional coolness of being able to draw using lasers. Yeah, as you can see, we're limited to like the amount of things we can draw on the screen. This is where it starts not being able to draw the number of objects on the screen. As you can see, the X is still being drawn because it is on the bottom laser, but all the shapes and enemies can't be drawn because they're on one laser. So by adding more lasers
and distributing the drawing between the lasers, it becomes more efficient.
And then we'll be able to draw more objects.
When we get more laser projectors and we have more time, we can do some pretty cool stuff. And then an actual game engine. We need to develop a game engine prior to coming to the Game Jam. An engine that's entirely separate from the laser projection code. That, you know, it's aware that it's not drawing a game per se, but it allows us to do the collision detection. It allows us to do all the basic things you'd want to do with a game engine. And one day we'll get that 3D. Not right now. Maybe 3D wireframe, something like that.